What's up, El Paso? Welcome back to this week's episode of Annie and Friends on YouTube. I'm here at the living room. Thank you so much to the guys here for allowing me to use the space. I have some amazing friends. I don't know, sorry, I'm by a window so you guys can't really see me do this. Okay, so I have some awesome friends here today. We're gonna have a little bit of live music. We got Richie and Fernando with El Paso BWOMS. We have Gina Masaro, who's a local musician, and then we have Jessica with Every Little Blessing Preschool. I want to say that right because I just found out about them. I'm learning, and it's a fantastic preschool here in town. They're helping our community a lot, so I'm excited to dive in. But first, I do want to remind you guys. As you know, I do work at Leo Marketing, L-E-O Marketing. We're a local full-service marketing agency here in El Paso, Texas. When you're ready to take your business to the next level and you need someone to help with your marketing, please think of me. Consider me to help. For any help you're looking for, I can help you with everything from brokering deals at no cost to you to use me to do those negotiations on your behalf for TV, radio, billboard, print, and online streaming platforms. I can also help you in-house with social media marketing. Video production is huge for us. We have our own video production studio and video rental equipment company inside of Leo Marketing. So whether you need a crew or you have your own crew, you just need equipment, I got you. Graphic design, photography, SEO, Google, branding, and social media influencing. I can help you with all of that. We are zero contracts, month to month, prepay. I earn your business every month, and I just need a 30-day notice of cancellation. I've had clients with us for over 10 years, 8 years, 9 years, 7 years, so that's our goal, is to go the long haul, and I'd love to work with you if and whenever you need that. That being said, without further ado, let me go on and turn the camera around and introduce everybody, all right? So let's do this. Oh, Jessica, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for joining me. You're with Every Little Blessing Preschool.
Yes, we actually have this really long name, El Paso Special Needs Education Center.
Oh,
doing business as Every Little Blessing Preschool,
okay.
And we go even shorter than that to ELB.
Oh, okay. Awesome. I love it.
Way long.
It's a long one, but there's a reason for that, which we'll get into right now. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And then Gina Masaro, how are you doing? Did I say that right?
Gina Masaro.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me. I was so excited when I saw you at the Nature House. I was like, oh my God, where have I been? So again, thank you for joining us. El Paso, you're in for a treat. Make sure to stay tuned at the end of this episode to hear her. All right. And then we got the awesome fellas with El Paso BWOMS. We got Richie and Fernando. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. Excellent. Thanks, Annie.
Thank you guys for joining us. Don't mind the stack of pillows behind these fellas. We're here on at the living room. They're closed today, so you know we're again using their space, and I appreciate it. Thank you guys for allowing us to do so. So, without further ado, let's go on and start with Every Little Blessings Preschool. And either at the beginning or the end, I do like to ask every business, what type of marketing do you do, what works for you, and do you have any tips or advice for business owners? But first off, what is Every Little Blessings Preschool?
So Every Little Blessing Preschool is a fully inclusive preschool for kids 12 months to 5 years old. And inclusion simply means that we have kids with and without disabilities,
Okay.
learning and growing together in the early childhood setting.
I love it. And you said, so again, the ages on that?
12 months to 5 years old. We love to get our babies in there and help them grow with us because we really want to provide that foundation for them to enter into the public school system. So the longer we have them, the more progress we see.
Absolutely. And how long have you guys been open?
We opened in 2017 with one classroom, and we grew to 3 classrooms 1 year at a time. And we were full. We had a waiting list and everything, and then COVID hit, and so we're rebuilding.
Sure.
We went down to 2 classrooms last year, and we're super excited to be able to open that 3rd classroom back up this year.
Yes.
And have a few spots open.
Awesome. So you guys do have some limited availability?
Yes.
Okay. And how do people learn about you, reach out to you? How do they get on the list?
Yeah, so far it's really been word of mouth, siblings. We have a lot of families that One child might come through the school and they just absolutely fall in love with what we do. And so a lot of word of mouth. We've really been trying to use social media and up that game to get the word out there as we've been rebuilding. Word of mouth worked before COVID.
Yes.
It doesn't work anymore. So.
Right. And that's just kind of the way of the world, right? Social media is big. Facebook and Instagram, I feel, is big dogs here in El Paso.
Yes.
But it does work if you work it, right? So let's help gain some traction for Every Little Blessings and follow them, share them, get the word out. If you or you know somebody who has a child who might benefit from their program, can you tell us a little bit more about the programs that you offer there and how you help the kiddos?
Yeah, sure. So we specialize in Down syndrome, but we do have kids that have other disabilities as well, such as autism, learning delays, speech delays. And we keep a really small staff to student ratio so that we can really make the most out of our time with these kiddos.
Absolutely. Our
teachers are state certified. As what should we get in the public school with better ratios is what we have to offer. So our classrooms max out at 10. And we have 3 adults in each classroom.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
We like to do about a 50-50 ratio of typically developing kids and kids with disabilities.
Okay.
And so 5 and 4, 4 and 5, it doesn't really matter usually which way that the ratios tilt. But that's what we found works the best for our role models for our kids with disabilities.
Right, and like you said, acclimating them to prepare them to enter,
the public school setting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we were kind of having a little side conversation while I was wanting to learn more about you guys, and we have a need for that. Things are separated here.
Yeah, so one of our big goals is to also help encourage our community to be more inclusive and also educate them on how you can be more inclusive. If kids are learning together when they're young, it's very natural. Kids don't really see disability, kids don't really see race, kids they're very open and loving, and so really fostering that already is natural within the kids. And then if you ask an adult, hey, do you have any friends with special needs, and they say no, and you ask them why, it's usually because they're like, well, I don't really know what to do, or I don't really know what to say. It's more of a fear thing, lack of experience.
Sure.
And so we just feel like if we give kids experiences, they grow up to be adults that are really comfortable being inclusive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And where are you guys located at?
We're located on the west side at 7930 North Mesa Street. We're right next to Hobby Lobby.
Oh.
We're actually in the corner of that strip center there. We don't have a sign up on top, but we're next to the key shop, which everybody knows.
Yeah.
And then a salon, Beza Salon.
Yes, and
There's
the best
also
pizza.
West Side Pizza is there.
So good, man. That's so good.
Pho and Rolls is at the very end.
I need to try that
as well.
Okay. I love it. And so you guys have a couple of events coming up that we also want to mention, right?
Yeah, awesome. So we're doing a fundraiser, selling tickets to the Chihuahuas game this Sunday.
Okay.
It comes at 6. We have tickets for $19 a piece.
Beautiful.
It's just a fun way for families to get together in the community, to get together and be in the same section.
Yes.
We also have a fundraiser, a night golf tournament.
Ooh.
So that's
Where's
a little bit different.
that?
That's going to be at the Coronado Country Club on September
Fancy.
30th.
I love
very
it.
limited.
Okay.
Since it is at night, we're doing a 9-hole par 3, just to be able to get all the teams in. And so we have 18 teams looking for sponsors for that event. So let me know if you're interested in sponsoring or share the word.
I love it.
We got team sponsors, bar sponsors, music sponsors, food sponsors, you name it. We'll take your money. Just a donation. You can donate without any of that stuff, but that's coming up in September.
That's fun. And when is the Chihuahuas game? Is this Saturday?
This Sunday.
Oh, Sunday night. Okay.
This Sunday.
Awesome. I love it. So make sure to go on and check them out, buy your Chihuahuas tickets, participate, sign up to either sponsor or participate in the golf tournament at Country Club, Coronado Country Club. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's fun at night. Like, that just sounds cool. And man, everything has to be done at night nowadays. It's so hot. So one more time, how do people find you?
So we're on Facebook. Every Little Blessing Preschool is what you can find us on Facebook. And then we're also on Instagram, Every Little Blessing ELP, I think is what we are.
And I'll tag you too, so that way everybody can go on and follow. Is there anything you're asking for from the community?
We are a 501c3 nonprofit, and so we're always looking for donations to keep our doors open and to be able to continue providing services for our kiddos.
I love it. Anything helps El Paso, please reach out to Jessica and see how you can help, or if you want more information on how to get your kiddos, or you have friends again with kids that could benefit. So just spread the word. Let's help them fill enrollments and get that third class open. Oh, also Olivia from El Paso Zoo Society told me to tell you hi.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I love her too. She's awesome. Awesome. Oh, and what type of marketing do you do? We talked a little bit about it. And do you have any tips or advice?
So marketing, like I said, social media and word of mouth is mostly what we use. Again, being that nonprofit, we never have money. So always looking for opportunities like this to just share the word with the community and let everybody know. As far as advice goes, I think build relationships with people.
Yes.
And those relationships go a long way.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Annie.
All right, Gina, how you doing?
Good.
Thank you for joining me. I know everybody's busy. It's always in the middle of the week, in the middle of a work day. So thank you for coming. Man, you got some pipes on you.
Oh.
How long have you been singing?
I started singing in choir like whenever I was probably like in first grade or kindergarten.
Baby,
you know, like
I love it.
always sang in choir all throughout school. Just loved singing and
Yeah.
loved music. Kind of grew up in a musical household. My
Okay.
mom like played piano. And
Okay.
My dad was super into like classic rock and his music. He loves his music. So it was a very musical sort of growing up.
Yeah.
And, so I learned how to play piano at an early age, and just kind of started writing songs maybe in college or something like that.
Yeah.
Kind of when I met like more artsy people and really started being like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
I can write songs. So yeah, just always.
Oh, it's forever
singing,
and
yeah.
ever. And what style would you say yours is?
So I call it psychedelic folk.
Okay.
But it's definitely of the folk variety.
Psychedelic folk, man. I've never heard that, and I freaking love it.
I draw a lot of inspiration from singer-songwriters from the 60s and 70s, and I love like psychedelic music, and I like folk revival stuff, and so it's just kind of a combination.
Yeah,
of all that stuff, I guess.
Your music is so beautiful and unique to El Paso, even because I'm always looking for live music, and I went to a Nature House show, and I got there and I was like, wait a minute, I'm always out, and where have I been? Like, where are you? And I was super excited to hear you. My parents were disc jockeys growing up, so I've been around a lot of different types of music.
Yeah.
And so that's why I gravitate towards it. But how long have you been performing in El Paso?
So I'm originally from Denver. I moved to El Paso about 6 years ago. 6, almost 7
Okay.
years ago. Yeah.
Welcome.
So,
It's
thank
home
you.
now, right?
Yeah, so I'm a transplant, but I've been here, a long time, long enough now to kind of have integrated.
It's home, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
I started performing maybe around a year after I first moved here.
Okay.
After the initial culture.
Sure.
shock, like, I don't know what to do. I don't have any friends.
Oh.
And so just kind of slowly started meeting people and playing shows. And I met Serge from the Nature House. I met him like randomly at a show one time.
Okay.
Which was like the most fateful, awesome thing that ever happened, because they have me play at the Nature House all the time.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
I really love it.
Yeah.
It's definitely an ideal environment for like a singer-songwriter.
Right.
Who's just trying to have an intimate kind of setting.
I love it there. I found out about it maybe 2 years ago, and it's literally has the same house address as mine. It's just like 3
really?
blocks over or something.
Weird.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you're
crazy.
so close.
Yes, I know. And so, I was just like, well, like I keep saying, I've been under a rock. I keep finding out about new things all the time in El Paso.
Cool.
Is my point. So do you have any upcoming shows?
I don't have anything planned right now.
Alvaro? No pressure. He just walked in from the living room. He's booking all the
That was a
shows.
big wink, wink.
Yeah.
Wink, anytime.
Richie.
I'm working on an album right now, so I'm really kind of
Oh.
putting a lot of time and effort into recording.
That's awesome.
Kind of performing and recording for me are like two very different mindsets.
Okay.
So I've kind of been taking a little performing break.
Okay.
For the most part.
So it was just a treat that I got to see you then, because you mentioned the recording during the show too. That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was the first time I played in maybe like 4 or 5 months.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I was like, I got practice.
Well, El Paso wants you, man. You got to get out there some more. We got to get her out there. So anybody who's looking for some awesome talent, please reach out to Gina. And then, so when are you thinking your album's gonna come out?
You know, it's one of those things. I've been working on it for 3 years, and
It's art, right?
It's art.
Yeah.
It's
As
a
it goes.
process. It's
Yeah.
like steps forward and steps back. But I hope, like, hopefully early next year, spring.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm getting close to being done. You know, I say that pretty much every 7 months. But it is a labor of love.
Yeah.
And I'm really trying to get it just so.
And you wrote all the songs on there and
I
everything?
did,
Oh
yeah.
man, how
I
cool.
really take a lot of pleasure in arranging too. So I like to write parts, and I like to do piano parts and little drums and
Yeah.
little flutes and backing vocals.
Wait a minute. How many instruments do you play?
I don't really play all that stuff. I mean, I dabble. Certainly, it's
Yeah.
more just like hitting the drums. I really like playing the drums, but I do play piano and guitar, and then I kind of just dabble in.
On other things. That's awesome. I love it. Well, I'm super excited to hear your album. So what type of marketing do you do? And what tips or advice do you have for musicians out there?
Yeah, I was kind of dreading this question because I'm not somebody who is naturally inclined to market myself. It's very difficult, so I probably need to call you.
All right.
But
I like
it's
it.
like, really, it's just all about social media these days.
Yeah.
And just like posting a lot and hitting people over the head. Like, I got a show, I got a new
Yeah.
song, listen to it, check it out, and like just
Hammering it
doing
out.
a lot, which
Yeah.
I have a hard time with.
Yeah.
But
That's all right.
trying to get better.
That's all good. Make a flyer and send it to me so I can help share
Okay.
it too, especially
Yeah.
when your album is, you're going to
Yeah.
have a release party.
Yeah,
That's
I'm sure
exciting.
We'll do a release party
Yes.
sometime,
Oh, I got to hear. I love it. So, and do you have any tips or advice for musicians?
I don't know, just do what you like to do, man.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry about what other people are gonna say.
Yeah.
Think about it. And, like, I don't know. I feel like I get self-conscious about how long it's taking me to like produce recorded
Nah, man.
material, but it's kind of like it just takes how long it's gonna take.
Yeah.
It just is what it is.
Yeah. And then the art's done and then you get to enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
I love it. So, how do they find you?
So I'm on Instagram and Facebook. I go by Amphibian. We didn't really
Yes,
cover that.
my
but,
apologies.
Amphibian is my name, and I have music on Spotify. Amphibian. I have an EP called The Last Oryx out, and then I'm on the social pages
Yeah.
as Amphibian Dance. So
I
you can
love
follow
it.
me for shows and updates and stuff like that.
Yes. And is there anything you're looking for right now? Asking for?
I was kind of thinking about just saying that, not necessarily for myself, but for all kind of musicians, is that it's really important for people to buy stuff from musicians.
Yes.
Because we don't make any money on Spotify, and it's nice to like have it out there because we know that's what people use.
Yeah.
I use it myself. But if you really like something, just buy it. Buy it from Bandcamp, or buy a shirt, or buy a ticket
Yeah.
to their show. 'Cause
Support,
it's a
right?
big job, man.
Yeah, exactly. Show some love. I love it. So at the end, El Paso, stay tuned because Gina's gonna sing this out.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, El Paso BWOMS. What's up, fellas?
Hello.
Richie and Fernando, thank you guys so much for joining me. You guys got the best lighting. I'm sorry, Richie, is that blinding you? But you look really good.
If it's lighting, I'll take it.
Yes.
That's part of show business.
I love it. I
I
love
can be
it.
blind. It's fine as long as I look great.
That's right. Well, it's working, man. It's working. Looking sharp. Thank you guys so much for joining me. El Paso BWOMS.
Right.
How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I've moved back in 2006 from Austin. You guys started when?
2007.
I've been like, I'm your groupie, apparently. I just realized today, like, I'm a lifer. I love you guys so much. I've seen so much amazing talent go through El Paso BWOMS in the last, how many years has it been? I don't like math.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, Richie? That long?
A lot.
Yes.
So I've been running. I'm the current project director. I've been running it since 2012. But yeah, since 2007, we've had thousands of performers.
Yes.
Take the stage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you're doing some really cool stuff with El Paso BWOMS. Like, since COVID, it's just kind of morphed into this awesome beast. And you guys are everywhere, like literally around the world. So I'm just going to kind of let you take it away. Tell us about what you got going on and how do people find you?
Take the wheel, yeah. So, like I said, I'm the project director. My name's Richie, and I've been running it since 2012. And really, you know, when you think of an open mic, it's a particular thing. Usually it's hosted at a specific venue. The venue hosts it itself.
Mhm.
But we're kind of mobile.
Yeah.
So we work with many venues.
Yes.
Which is, I think, is important. We try and find spaces that work for different people,
Mhm.
different nights of the week,
Yeah.
different times, because not everyone can make a certain day of the week. Like we do Tuesdays, it's kind of a late show. That doesn't work for people, but we also do a show like on a Friday, as
Right.
well, once a month,
Right.
last Thursdays. So we try and make that work. You talk about adaptability. You know, speaking of like the COVID and the pandemic, when that hit and everything closed, we recognized that a lot of people wanted to still needed to express themselves.
Yes.
Art is so important.
Even more
As-
so
as
than
an
probably,
outlet,
right?
yes, and we were so isolated. So something that we started and we're still doing is an online open mic. And so you said international, that has ended up becoming international. So it's an online mic we do every Monday. It's hosted through Zoom. I know people hate that word now.
Well, oh, whatever.
People hear Zoom and like, no, we're
like
done. No. Michael Scott, The Office. No. But people still need that space, and
Yes.
so we've made a lot of friends. Like not just regionally, but because it is online, we get to consistently have people join us from all over the country
Mhm.
and even the world. Like it is international. We get people join us all the time from the Philippines.
Look what you did, Richie.
And,
That's so
that's
cool.
And of course, once things opened up, we realized. I mean, this is just a universal thing: the human need to like express
Word.
oneself
Mhm.
through art, or there's other means.
Yeah,
they can express
true,
themselves,
true.
but- so we originated as part of the UTEP Creative Writing Department, the master's, the MFA program at UTEP. So we specialize in writing.
Okay.
You know, poetry, prose, fiction. But in that time, we've also expanded to music, getting singer-songwriters,
Yes.
musicians, and anywhere in between, because it's always kind of fun when the genres blend like that.
Yeah.
And, you know, even stand-up comedy, which is a really
Mhm.
hard thing to do live. Sometimes it falls flat at the open mics, but
That's what comedy is. You know
Yes,
what I mean? No
that's-
matter where you start,
It's part of the
it's
art
a
form.
start.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's getting the chops.
Part of the process.
Yes.
Yeah, and so it just, to me, it's about building community. In a way, we do artist development, and I think there's like a misconception. There's a misconception that open mic is just like amateur. But we do get people who are starting out, but we get people
Oh,
all
man.
caliber. out there.
Yeah.
I mean, people who've been nominated for Grammys,
Yes.
who come in, like who are from here, go
Live
to
here or
and just wanna
visit
try out a new
here.
song,
Yeah.
or they haven't played in a while and want to
Dude,
shake off some other
we
rust.
get blessed a lot
Yeah,
when it
and-
comes to like some special nights.
And every night's different.
Yeah.
You know, which I love. But in the last couple of months, I've been grateful because I've been doing this for myself for like a decade. It's
Dude,
tiring
you're one of
work.
the most you're one of the biggest hustlers I know in El Paso.
Well,
I see you
respect.
everywhere, and
Respect,
everybody loves you.
Hustle knows hustle.
Ah.
I always found it running in there at some event. I'm like, yeah, Eddie.
I know. I'm always like, bye, hi, bye.
The Hi, bye, drive by. Anyway, Fernando has joined me in the last couple of months, and he's been completely like instrumental in like helping us change the way in which we also promote like the show and the artists in it, and they're calling themselves what, director of engagement.
Yes.
And I think it has a little bit to do with our marketing to the project.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, everything that Richie says is absolutely true. There's a yeah. He knows. He's been here for longer than me. Of course, it's true. But it's I think it was really interesting because, like Richie said, I just got here in May actually, so I haven't been in El Paso for too long.
Oh,
But
welcome.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Where are you from, Matt?
Well, I was born here.
From where'd you move from?
I've been living in Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska, for a long time.
Nebraska?
Yeah.
New York City.
That's where my dad's side of the family lives.
Okay,
so,
cool.
They all moved there.
Well,
and,
welcome back.
Yeah.
We're happy to have you back.
I've been really blessed to be back. As soon as I found out that this is where I was going to be moving, I went online and I looked up a lot about the community because in Omaha, my professional practice was in writing and creating.
Oh,
I'm
perfect.
a radio host, yeah. So
A radio host?
Yeah. I have my own show. I do some writing for the radio organization as well.
What the heck? And you got cool tattoos.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. But it's been a very exciting time getting to sort of like come to a new place and shift things around. But of course, the first person that I wound up finding when I was looking up like poetry online was Richie. Richie's name came up with the Barbed Wire Open Mic.
Dude, perfect.
So I found his information, I found his email address, and I sent him a big email about moving down here and just sort of like who I was and the work that I was doing in Omaha. And he agreed to meet with me. So we had a chance to meet. I think the first time that I got to go out and perform with you was at a Barbed Wire Open Mic at the Pink Cloud in May. And it wound up being a really great time. And since then, I just kept showing up at every open mic, and I was like, I'm going to help you.
I love it. Right? I love it. That's awesome
great.
how that happens.
It was an environment that I was already sort of in Omaha, but it's very unique here.
Yeah.
Like the Barbed Wire Open Mic is so unique in the way that it travels. It goes to all these different venues. It gets to be in all these different spaces, and because it does that, because it evolves and changes, there are nights where it's music, comedy, poetry. There's nights where it's just music. There's nights where it's just poetry, and so you get all of these different vibes
every
in
night.
every different event in different venues. Yeah, and so it's constly shifting and constantly evolving.
While supporting local.
Exactly.
Because it's local events, local businesses that you guys are going to.
Yeah, and you know what? Believe me, we would have tried the big chains, but McDonald's wouldn't let us perform there. So.
Silly. You're silly.
I was gonna say Starbucks.
You're silly.
No, it's been cool. It's been really cool because I've gotten a chance to really connect with the artists that exist here because the Barbed Wire Open Mic is so prolific in El Paso because it's so big, because there are so many different artists coming through here.
A great following,
I've been able to work with so many different people, and I've been able to help Richie in all the different things that he's had that have been sort of sitting on the side because he's only one person, but he does this labor of
I don't know
love.
how you do it, Richie.
It's
There's
crazy.
a joke where now I cloned myself.
Oh, so you look like brothers.
Finally.
I love it.
We just got lucky. I happen to be a passionate person as well, and so it fit with me really wanting to be a part of this.
Yes, you've got great energy, and you guys got great energy together. Have you guys ever had one here at the living room?
Well, there used to be an open mic, but there's a history behind that. I don't know. I think they're kind of waiting a little bit to fill it out, but I love the living room. Joe's a homie.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to get me to do stuff at 101 actually.
Yes.
So I mean, it just depends. The other thing is like it's a busy schedule. It's a very, very busy schedule. So
Oh, we
trying to
were
make sure
talking
it
about
works.
that. You're right. Okay, cool. All right.
I'd love to.
Right? No pressure. I just keep throwing you in the corner over there.
The best pressure in the world, the internet.
Yes. So when is your all's next event? And also, I mean, the Capri event is a little bit different but it's also all connected. So if you want to mention any of that too.
Yeah. So we have monthly events. Like I said, the online one's every Monday. We do Capri, which is a poetry only night, spoken word night. I feel like we really needed that.
The following is crazy.
Yeah, they've been really nice shows, and
it's like people stacked on top of people.
Yeah, it's been fun. Yeah,
Sardine
and
can
thankfully
is
we've
another
had
word.
Really good turnout, and Capri's where the old Lowbrow Palace used to be.
Yeah, it's a
so
cool spot.
They kind of filled in the pit area, which feels weird. I'm like,
I know.
But we make it work, and really, those nights in particular tend to be very vulnerable.
Yeah.
You have people opening up.
100%.
I mean, a lot of art is, but you know, you have people maybe we don't have spoken word venues. People can go play music somewhere. People can go do share poetry or writing. That's not as common. So that's one of the things that we kind of provide. And then as far as our schedule goes, I mean, right now I like beer. So I've been doing a lot of shows at breweries and bars, but we've talked about doing in the future sober spaces for people, sober open mic. And so the thing is we're always going to be changing, so I just encourage people to follow us online. We have a calendar that I update every month because of that, you know, and so we work. It's not the same every month.
Right, and you guys are on it when it comes to marketing. Like, you have your daily posts that you do your recaps of the events that you missed out, which is really cool because it gives you a little taste of what you missed to encourage you to get your butts to the next time. And also, you know, just like I because I love to go to Star City Studios on Monday nights, and I tell people whether you're participating or watching, it's perfect for you. Yeah. You know, I don't participate. Nobody wants to hear me sing. Like, nobody wants to hear that. But I love to go and watch. And it's just a great way to go and spend I like to go on Tuesday nights, you know, but I love because it's, again, different nights all the time. So, again, whatever your schedule is, you can find one for you, whether you want to participate or just go and watch. Is there anything you guys are asking for from the community?
So, I mean, I think, first of all, if you're watching this and you've ever thought about sharing any work of your own that's maybe written, or if you play an instrument and like you just want to try it, it's a really good space to do it because we try really hard to make it a supportive space.
Yes, it's encouraging, supportive,
supportive. Like, no one's gonna like. Sometimes, I mean, late at night, if it's a bar, some jerk will walk in, but like we shut them up really quickly.
Fast.
That never really happens, but like. The people who attend.
I've never even seen that happen.
Exactly, it doesn't happen. I don't even know why I mentioned it.
Because we will shut that shit down.
We do make sure to like make it a space like that. Best we can, and
no judgment.
You know, we can always use people that support just to attend. We can always use more audience.
Yes.
But here's the thing. If anyone's watching and wants to be like an angel investor, you know, we can actually. If you are a business, we were thinking about starting. Sponsorships at the shows. We just got a projector, and so sponsorship.
It's a great opportunity.
We would put your logo up on the wall where everyone's performing. Yeah. We would cycle it, you know, throughout the night. So we want to start working with businesses who want to help support us, like, you know, which because it costs a little bit to fund. We bring our own lights, our own audio.
I mean, you guys are updating your equipment all the time. Yeah.
There's an expense in that, and then of course, mic stands are always breaking, and so it just there's a little bit of upkeep involved. So
you know, I don't mean to interrupt you, but it's an understatement to say that we bring our own stuff, and I always have to hit this. I always have to talk about it whenever I get to talk about it because that was one of the things that made me want to keep being a part of the Barbed Wire Open Mic. Is that Richie's been doing this by himself for such a long time. On top of that, all of the equipment that you see when you go out to the shows, if you've ever gone out to one, you are well lit. You have audio that makes you sound crisp and wonderful.
The videos he takes of you.
The recordings are all in HD. They're in 4K. He's got multiple cameras, multiple angles. We have all of this equipment to record your audio, whether it's your guitars, whether it's a drum that you're bringing up, whether it's a secondary vocalist, whatever it happens to be. Richie has all of this equipment because he is a big gearhead.
It's one of the most professional, definitely one of the most professional events in town, period.
It's professional, and it's an open mic. It's an open mic where amateur people can come up and sound and feel like professionals on a stage that sometimes is, you know, in a local venue that is like very close to people's hearts. You know, it's a very intimate stage. And Richie's been doing this for such a long time by himself, and I always love to make note of that. So yeah, if there's anybody out there who wants to support a venue, who wants to support not a venue but an event, the Barbed Wire Open Mic, that doesn't just stay in one place, that's constantly traveling around the city and supporting tons of local venues, supporting tons of local artists, and that does its best to make sure that those artists get marketed as well, so that people can see them and people can have material for them.
Spread the talent, spread the love.
We would love your help with that. One of the things that actually, I know the question is coming up, so if it's okay for me to answer.
Do it!
The marketing stuff. So the stuff that we've been doing has been really exciting. We've been taking a lot more video and a lot more photography of not just the people, but the crowds, the venue, the spaces as people are performing. And one thing that I've started offering since I got here, because I saw what Richie was doing for local artists, and that he was doing it just because he loves to support local art and to see it thrive. I was like, I want to be a part of that. I want to be able to give back as well. So I have started taking photos of all of the performers when they go up. I make sure to take a solid set of photos of their entire set, and then at the end of the night, once everything is said and done, I try to edit everything, and within the next few days, I'll send all of that material out to the local artists as free promo material, just stuff that they can have, because I am a local writer. It took a long time for me to get to like a professional level where I was able to work full time and do this. So I know how hard it is to have the funds to hire photographers, to hire people to come in,
especially musicians.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why I like Star City Studios, because they give different seminars and how to encourage musicians and writers and
El Paso International Music Foundation.
To make money and learn to do all these things for yourself, because it's hard out there, and trying to book the gigs and
so
all that
if
stuff.
we can be a venue that allows people to come up and have some of that content taken for them in a really awesome way,
that's so cool.
We want to be a part of it. It's not just something that is like we're just doing it, and giving it away.
No,
Like it's also something that benefits
thought
us.
out.
We get to do marketing for the organizations that we go to, whether it's a venue or it's some event that we're doing. We get to tag all of those local venues so that they can share those photos as well. People get to see their friends performing on stages. Those people in general, those artists, get to share photography of them doing what it is that they do out on a weekly basis, because we offer spaces every single week for people to come out and perform. So we're trying to do as much as we can to not just highlight the places that we're at, to not just highlight the artists, but also to highlight what we get to do for them.
And El Paso, this event is free 99.
That's the thing.
It's free to get in, free to participate, free to watch. So there's no reason to not go and enjoy, whether behind the mic or in front of the mic. It's just get off your butt and go. And one of my favorite things is if you have new songs, everybody says
new shit.
I love it. New poetry, new songs, whatever.
Getting really good at this.
I know.
It's been exciting.
I wait for it. I get excited to say it. I do. I was like, oh wait, I know this one.
You always want to hear somebody go up and be like, "Oh, I'm going to be performing something new," and then everybody
New shit. I love it.
Very exciting.
Very cool.
For sure. And that's such a little part of that.
Yes, you are. You're building a community. And again, guys, since 2007, there's a reason why it's been running this long. Get out from under your rock. Go check out, support, follow, and go and support these local musicians, artists, writers, comedians, everybody. And tell them I sent you. Is there anything else you guys want to mention? Do we cover it all?
Well, just if you want to keep up with our calendar, you can find us on social media.
How do they find you guys?
Just, I think the name's unique enough. You can type in Barbed Wire Open Mic at any social media site.
Or El Paso BWOMS.
Yeah.
BWOMS.
Which I pronounce as BWOMS.
Yeah.
Like,
because it sounds cooler.
Like a little rhythm to it. BWOMS. And then WOM is like a wall.
Wah. And I don't know, I'm gonna put you on the spot real quick, dude. Is there a little taste that you guys want to give El Paso? I mean, you guys are writers here. Oh, I know.
Well,
in the corner,
the stuff could be kind of intense.
It's true. It's
very true. Fernando has a home poem.
I do. I have a. Well, I don't know if that one might be too big too.
That's what I'm saying.
Very exciting.
I know.
If you'd like, I can read a small little poem or something.
Yeah.
But I did want to say as well. We've got a story about us that's going to be in the City Magazine. Yeah.
When?
So, I believe the launch for it is tomorrow.
Dope.
So you can go pick up.
Pick it up, El Paso.
Issue and find a little.
How
bit
exciting!
Yes.
Oh, Richie.
I'm
so proud of
We'll be
you.
at the launch party tomorrow night. Very, very exciting.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What's up with the launch party?
It's going to be at the Silo Bar.
On the west side.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Which, I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah.
I've been a couple times.
How
Jazz.
cool.
I love live jazz too.
That's a great venue.
Jazz Exchange,
The Jazz Exchange.
I work with them too.
I love them.
A lot
Oh, do you?
Them, yeah.
They've been on before.
Yes, we were supposed to do it the same day actually.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Schedule.
As life goes, right?
Yeah. It's all about musician, improviser. I get it.
So fair.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So a little poem and then
A little bit.
music, right?
Yes. Well, then we're gonna have Alvaro talk to us a little bit, and then we'll go to the music.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, it's a quick poem. It's called New Enough, and it was one that I actually wrote, I believe last month. I wrote it here.
Oh.
I was very inspired
wow.
getting here and getting to be with my family in a new way. And
El
getting
Paso
to be
inspired.
back home, you know. So this was a poem on a day that I was feeling very good. So it's about allowing the sun to make you feel good on those days when you feel kind of crummy, you know. So let me tell you how the sun found me today. With all the world set behind me and every bad thought caught in the rear view and getting smaller as the miles roll on and they keep rolling. And I keep thinking my body might need more, so I spread my arms as I walk, and the way I soar under sun, steady and serene as a siren song, and my daydreams are distant futures in my view. Let me tell you how I let the things that make up my shadow eat me alive, and now I'm lighter than I could have been in the dark, more radiant in my being and gifted with the passion of this day. Let me tell you how I'm only light today, and you'll want to be some too. You'll want to let go of all those shadows still tethering you here, and you'll burn that darkness in this sun, and we will tell this same story over and over until every one of us is spilling at the edges with the light of what's to come, and what's past will feed us until we have devoured the old and become new enough to become new again.
Wow, that was awesome. Thank you so much. That was beautiful, man. I got goosebumps. No, thank you.
If you guys like that, drop the like button.
Yes, like and follow, subscribe.
Leave fire emojis in the
Oh,
comment
you're
section.
the best.
Go to the barbed wire and see it live.
Yes, even better. And how do they follow your podcast, Richie?
So we do a barbed wire open mic podcast that we're reviving. Fernando helped edit because I have a mountain of work.
Sure.
of cushions back there. But yeah, I have that one. I have Literary Podcast, which is a book review podcast where we read
cool.
culturally relevant literature, so living authors.
Beautiful.
And that's on anywhere you can find this podcast, Spotify. I've done a couple other ones. One on immigration with Cynthia Lopez.
Wow.
Law, yeah. So I do podcast stuff. So
Yeah.
It's another thing that we offer is media.
I love it.
Stuff. So
I love
thank you.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
for that.
Thank you guys.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Annie.
Thank you.
All right. Alvaro, how are you doing?
Doing great.
Cool dude in the corner, man. How you doing today?
Doing peachy.
I love your socks. Sorry, I see them from here. They're dope. Awesome. So thank you so much for letting us use the living room for today's podcast. You guys have some really fun, awesome events that have been happening as of late. And you guys have a show coming on tomorrow. You guys also have 101 back open to the public. So I just kind of want to let you take it away and tell us all the goods.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you, Annie, for this invitation. And of course, everyone else here. I've been a follower of Barbed Wire series myself, so
Yes.
I can say
Before
that.
as well.
Yeah, Richie's doing or has been doing an amazing
right?
thing for the community.
Yes.
A lot of creativeness. I've been inspired myself. I do write a little bit, but I mean that's more of a personal
Right.
aspect of mine. And every now and then when I go off on social media, don't we all? But yeah, living room's been a great opportunity for me to like integrate a lot of what I look into in the local music scene.
Uh-huh.
I've been part of it since, I don't know, like the first 101 back in downtown, going as a teenager to all the concerts, you know, maybe even like sneaking into their club night when I was in high school. But,
Maybe not.
I use that Theo's ID and all that stuff. Nonetheless, El Paso has had and continues to have a very thriving local scene.
Yes.
And I'm not saying just like any specific genre. I mean, some of the greatest musicians that are like top in the US or even in the world, like Sparta at the drive-in or the Mars Volta, they've all come out of El Paso.
Mhm.
And of course the music scene in Juarez, Las Cruces, and all of the surrounding areas. There's been a lot of music. So with that said, like, I'm very happy that the living room has provided me with a space where I've been able to learn how to like put together events, how to coordinate them, I mean, even running the sound, I might take a few notes from Richie because,
Right.
you know, at the moment I am like the man with many hats. As you know, I've also been able to create a lot of great dishes here.
Woo! Don't get me started, that pizza man.
Coming soon, pizza will
Yes.
return.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry, I'm sorry. I literally ask you guys like every other day, so is there pizza? Is there pizza? Is there
And,
pizza?
you know, just like our friend over here, you know, it's a work of passion. So, you know, we are taking our time because we want it to be what everybody's been missing.
Craving,
You
yeah.
know, we don't want to.
No, you guys have some of the best food in town. If not the best bar food in town. Period.
Vouch for. Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. So, you know, with that said, of course, we gotta deliver. So we want to make sure that we're
pressure.
gonna deliver that fire again.
Yes.
You know, pizzas, calzones, charcuterie boards, and of course
Sammy's.
a few other like surprises.
Yeah, you guys are changing the menu up too, so we're
Yeah.
gonna have a new menu coming up on board soon.
Yeah, we're gonna update it, and of course, our community. I like to call it our community because they're not just customers; they're just like amazing individuals that have all shared their stories. They've shared their experiences, their passions, and that's what the living room is.
Yes.
You know, it's a home for all the free thinkers, all the wanderers, all the creatives, and of course some of our outcasts that you know we've learned to love. And me being an outcast, me being a creative, I love doing music myself. I'm working on a few projects. Working with songwriter Juan. He's a dark wave EBM industrial producer. So I do vocalizations for one track. Check him out on Spotify before he removes it because he feels a little bit
Artists.
artist, of course.
Artist.
Yeah,
That's all you need.
Just kind of like reminding that Spotify doesn't pay, so he does go through Bandcamp, and by all means, great performer. We've had him here at the living room
Okay.
last Cinco de Mayo, and we're looking to have him for other performances where I would be featuring the track that I collaborated with him.
Oh, cool.
As far as events, today we're actually gonna have a punk rock show.
Oh, what?
We're having Sailing Camp from Washington.
What?
Yes, and
What
of
time?
course, it's gonna be 8 p.m. We might run on a little bit of punk time, but you know
I
how
want to
that
come
goes.
tonight. I want to come tonight. I love me some punk music, man. That's where I started, was punk music in El Paso. We had a dope punk scene
Yeah.
before I moved to Austin in like 99, 98, 99. Don't you guys remember the West Side Church? Dude, they used to have some dope shows in there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That was awesome. Sorry, I digress.
Of course, you know.
I love punk music. Anytime I hear that, I'm like, yes! Sign me up.
You know, of course, much love to my punk rock family.
Yes.
Lower Valley kids, they never die.
That's
and of
right.
course, us in Canutillo, we rocked it hard over there in the early 2000s, and here in Central. Central is like one of the most eclectic
Dude, can't beat it.
neighborhoods in El Paso. It's
I
got
love
its
Central.
history, and of course, with its history, also exists the music scene and the counterculture. A lot of great artists in all different formats, graffiti artists, painters, sculptures. We have Hope Barron down the
Yeah.
block. So we're definitely blessed with a lot of creative output out here in El Paso. For anybody who's new here to El Paso and might feel like, oh, I can't find a show or I can't find somewhere, look around. Honestly, sometimes social media is so saturated, you might just need to step out there, go on a adventure,
Yes.
and check out a new spot. You never know where you're gonna find gold, and that's been my experience. You know, even as a kid before social media and all that, we'd go to the headstand,
Yes.
and you buy tickets there. You see the posters, the flyers, and you find out great music with the help of Stan, who was
Yeah.
the owner of the headstand. Really great memories. Of course, going back to 101, Joe Dorgan, he gave opportunity to a lot of local bands, and of course allowed a lot of promoters to really do some amazing shows that have marked El Paso in history, because as everyone knows, El Paso has been a growing city, but we also have the growing pains, and with that, the music and the culture and the art really allows us to feel like we're part of something despite our daily challenges in our own lives. But tonight we're gonna have sailing camp with Locos Trash Baguette.
Okay, they're
and
awesome.
of course Sin Buenos and Yolanda Saldivar camp. It's gonna be a really
full
awesome
show.
rager. We're gonna get down here. We remove all the furniture and we load up PA, cabs, drums, and we have a great time.
Yeah.
We do welcome everyone.
Chill vibes only.
Chill vibes only, of course. You need to behave. You know, it's the living room, not your living room. Okay, keep your feet off the cushions, please. No. But, we definitely like having fun here, and of course, everyone involved here. I highly endear them because everyone puts out an amazing product, whatever their craft is. My contribution is music, the connection with music, and of course all the amazing technical stuff that I like to dwell into, just as sound, lights. We just try to make it a magical experience for everyone.
And again, if you aren't currently following, make sure to go and give Club 101 a follow. It's 101 EPTX, or?
Yes, correction. So we're from the Club 101 era.
Yes.
But now it's rebranded as just 101. So you'll find it 101 EPTX
Yes.
on Instagram. On Facebook is 101. That's all. You'll see a lot of the posts for upcoming shows. There is one event coming up this Friday, very special. It's called the Wet Party, and that's gonna have Femme Fatale and Beauty Blender.
Wow.
You probably have heard of them. Really amazing DJs that go hard at places like Prickly Elder. So they're gonna come and do their own thing with their own vibe and music, and of course there's gonna be Super Soakers, squirt
Oh,
guns.
wow.
Yeah, it's literally a wet party. So, you know, dress to dry or dress to get wet.
I love it. And you guys do different theme nights at Club 101, or at 101, excuse me. If you just want to kind of mention those real quick so people can put them
Of
on
course.
the
So Fridays, it's a rotating series that we've been developing, and of course we have one of our nights on Fridays is called the Robinock Night, which is Ravens Night, and that is just a goth night where they're bringing a lot of featured DJs and of course featured artists that realm within the goth culture. And we also have the very well-known Arkham Night, which has been going strong since 1999. This last Friday they were celebrating their 24th anniversary. And of course those rotate once a month. One of them is in the beginning of the month and the other one is at the end of the month. So
Okay.
they just go back to back. And of course we've had other great events like the Pura Fucking Cumbia. We've had great features with bands, and there's a few more surprises to look forward
I
to.
love
So
it.
definitely follow Instagram or Facebook. And Saturday nights, what can I tell you? I mean, that is just a historic night with Joe Dorgan doing 80s retro, a little bit of the 90s. He's been going strong since the 80s. Literally, he is Mr. Club 101.
Yeah.
And if anybody knows anything about El Paso, they have great memories to share about the original Club 101 and the following locations that
Right.
sprouted throughout the 2000s. That is every Saturday. You will find Joe Dorgan dressed to impress, and of course bring back those memories, because everybody's partying like it's 1999 or earlier.
Earlier.
Yeah.
I love it.
And of course, Dark Sundays. That's my baby right there. And it's another goth night where I DJ myself as Tommy Pickles. And I do a lot of dark wave, industrial, post-punk, a little bit of punk rock, a little bit of black metal. It's a bit more of a counterculture type of night, but also an industry night where a lot of people that work throughout the weekend can come and enjoy themselves. We dim the lights, we make it nice and spooky. We put a good curated collection of obscure and gory, some of them are a little raunchy type of movies, videos.
That's why I love the movies here. It's a great description for it.
I mean, that's here at the living room too.
Yeah.
It's just a way to really
curating, man. You're
make
curating
you
the
feel
event.
like you're watching something original. I mean, you're not just at home flipping through Netflix. You're gonna watch something like
Dude.
Santo y las momias de Guanajuato.
Yeah, something crazy,
something wild.
You don't even know. Like I've been sitting there for 20 minutes just staring, and then 20 minutes later, like, what am I doing? What am I watching? I love this.
Yeah, keeps you in your seat.
Yes, yes.
So definitely that's something that like I brought from the living room out to 101. Great seating, any day of the week.
You guys have VIP there too, right?
We have reservations. We have a phone number on the Instagram. Send a text, call, and they'll take care of setting you up with a reservation for a party of 3, 4, 5, 20, 30, 50.
Right.
We've done big parties, and of course here, as you know, we've done a couple of weddings. Special events. Most importantly, the living room has always been like the hub of a creation. With last October 101 coming to life, and really like providing a larger space. I mean, the living room rocks it out like to its capacity, but 101 really provides that space to come together and bring more bigger events.
Right.
I know one event that we're gonna have coming up soon is gonna be Kurt Travis. That's gonna be with Mom and Pop Booking.
Okay.
They're making the way again. They were here last February. If anybody knows about Kurt Travis, he's one of the ex-vocalists of Dance Gavin Dance, and that is a banger. That's a show to go hit up. Of course, I have plenty of events myself that I book, and one that I'm having here at the living room next week on Thursday, August 17th, is going to be Elle. She's a dark electro and EBM producer, artist, performer, with a whole lot of S&M influence and just frontal energy in her performances. It's gonna transform the living room next Thursday into some really dark, kinky environment. I mean, be prepared because she's gonna be in your face, bringing you some sick beats, and of course that energy that we've been able to host here at the living room with many national, regional, and some international artists.
That's so cool.
So far.
I love it. Right here in Central El Paso at the living room.
In the heart of Central El Paso,
That's right.
right up Manhattan Heights.
That's right. And then, of course, 101. Check them both out. Follow them. Go local. If you guys are looking for local entertainment, live music, this is the place. You got some great drinks here. Awesome bartenders at both venues. The food is coming soon. You had your street open, so things are starting to get back to normal here. Thank you, El Paso City. Sheesh for nothing. Anyways, it's finally open. And did we cover everything?
Just a few more announcements as far as shows. So we're also having another event at 101 coming up, and that's going to be in September 8th. That's going to be an all-out dark wave post-punk night coming up pretty soon. If y'all like to, feel free to follow me on Instagram. I go under Tommy's Pickle Jar. Yes. And of course, that's where I promote, and I'm interlinked with 101 EPTX, and of course the Living Room EP. We're going to be announcing a whole lot more amazing shows in the next few weeks.
Awesome.
We're very excited to see new faces, and of course, if you're all looking to find new music, always check out our posts, and we do provide links, Spotify, YouTube, and any kind of way to get you to like check out the music. That way you know what you're coming for.
Right.
You know, if you like to just take a chance, invite a friend, come on a date, feel free. We welcome everybody. We're looking to make sure everyone has fun in a safe environment, and of course there's no drama, no gatekeeping, chill vibes only. And we welcome everyone. My famous motto is come as you are, and just be who you want to be, because we're looking to integrate you into the community, which is the music, arts, and everything in between. Also, we are always welcoming of new artists and bringing
Yes.
new bands into the music scene. So we always like to provide that space. So feel free to send a DM. Let me know if you have a special project, if you know somebody that has music. Of course, the invitation is open there for your album release,
That'd be awesome.
which would be really awesome.
Yeah.
And
Heck yeah.
of course, Richie, you know, I would always be honored to do it. So maybe in the future, I don't know,
I love
a little
this.
lunch, a little pizza.
You better call me. No pressure. Awesome.
Yes, but yeah, you know, just follow us on social media. That's the best way to do it, or just come on one of the days here at the Living Room. We're open from Thursday through Sunday, 4 p.m. till 2 a.m. And of course, at 101, we're regularly there Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights after 9 p.m.
Okay.
Any other special events, check them out on social media. We do have things during the week, so it's better to check it out before you head out
Right.
and find the doors that are locked.
I was
I
gonna
know
say
Annie
today.
does that
Today
too.
you're. I know. So today you're typically closed, but you have a show tonight.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
So operational hours should resume or expand once the food returns. Of course, right now it's a little bit more dialed down, but once everything starts building up, there's gonna be more days open and extended hours.
Perfect.
Of course, like the brunch and
Yeah.
all that.
Awesome. Let me know when that is too, and we'll help push it out on Annie's Adventures.
Of
Awesome.
course. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, El Paso. Thank you guys all so much for joining me today. I appreciate all of you. Go and follow all of these beautiful businesses, support them, and tell them that I sent you. Okay, we can see them there. Awesome. Okay, so thank you again to the Living Room and 101 for allowing me a space to use in this week's show. A huge shout out to my sponsors, Dead Beach Brewery, Viva La Mocha. Go and shop at Viva La Mocha. Get all your awesome local swag. They're downtown. I also got, they invited me to have a corner in their store to sell my souvenirs from Texas, New Mexico, and Mexico. So I got my Oaxaca tortilla warmers, my Oaxaca purses. I have some toys from Mexico. I've got shirts. I got all kinds of things. So go check it out. Go check out their beautiful selection as well. They're all local designs, guys. So you're buying from the local artists there. And if you need custom orders, ask them about that too. Also, a shout out to El Paso Zoo Society. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please reach out to me. I have different opportunities for you. And if you just want to get your business featured on Annie's Adventures, reach out to me and we can get that scheduled as well. I'll go out to your business and provide a write-up and help send new customers your way. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much for going local. Please give my page a subscription or subscribe. As soon as I hit 500, I'm going to have my next citywide Chuco scavenger hunt. So let's go on and get that done. Thank you guys for going local, and I'll see you next time. Bye. All right, El Paso. Gina Masaro is going to take us out.
Evening brought you back from the dead, like a king, like a pharaoh, like a bullseye for regret. And dare I say, oh, dare I say, oh, dare I say, lonely. Dare I say, oh, dare I say, oh, dare I say, lonely. You're a dream of distant sun. I'll never speak, I'll never speak your name again. For I am a wildfire of epiphany, and I take a breath from a pile of leaves. And dare I say, oh, dare I say, oh, dare I say, lonely. Dare I say, oh, dare I say, oh, dare I say, lonely. Oh, my senses are awakened in an instant, in a flash, or a droplet of water, a spool of silken thread. You're violet as a glowing in my bed when I awake. The danger of sleeping in a feverish state. I could not fear where it will go, for I am listening in to the silence of a universe I have never been. How could I know that silence speaks to me of everything? It knows of all my spasms and my ghosts and fever dreams. And dare I say, oh, dare I say, oh, dare I say, lonely. Dare I say, oh, dare I say, oh, dare I say, lonely. Oh, oh,
That was awesome. Damn, so good.
So that's going to be on my upcoming album, Collecting Silver. And I'm going to play one more song for you
Yes,
tonight.
thank you.
This is the song Annie said she liked a lot, so I thought I'd play it. It's strange the way you look
start to roam to an ambition of your choosing. Our fantasies are our illusions, but it's like I'm alone inside a congregation of those who flip their hair inside. And when I try to walk, I am swallowed up by high and ambiguous shade. But I must say, this place has a strange and beautiful glow. Oh, but abstract space leaves the compass of my heart. To live where frost embraces every room. Under the dirt, he melts it away. But I'm unappointed with my mirror image. With nothing to say, oh, I got nothing to say. Hey, I got nothing to say. Hey, with nothing to say. Hey, I got nothing to say. Yo.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, El Paso. Gina Masaro, go follow her on Instagram and Amphibian
Amphibian dance.
Dance. Thank you so much. Go